is the all-new 2013 Nissan Altima. It's lighter, faster, and more efficient than its predecessor. It features reworked components such as suspension, engine valve timing, and an all-new interior. Long, beautiful, definitive lines are apparent from every single angle. This new Altima is the Toyota Camry's new worst nightmare. This is the all-new 2013 Nissan Altima SL, and this particular one has been procured from Flemington Nissan on Route 202 in Flemington, New Jersey. There's no getting around it. This new Altima is quite striking. Traces from its big brother the Maxima can be seen from every angle. Flowing lines and sweeping curves have been stamped into the new Altima shape without reservation, and I quite like that. It seems that many auto manufacturers today are so concerned with what everyone else is doing that they all end up just making the same general shape. Clearly, this new Altima has risen above the current trend. This Nissan Altima comes with the 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, which produces 175 horsepower and 38 miles per gallon on the highway. I happen to prefer bigger engines, and I'm pleased to say that Nissan offers this Altima with the bigger 3.5-liter V6 that comes in the Maxima. You would expect a car with this many amenities to be cushy and comfortable, and it is, but you'd also expect the handling to suffer as a result, and it doesn't, actually. This new Altima features a new suspension system that allows the rear of the car to have more grip during corners and be more comfortable. Figure that one out. That's just progressive engineering. This new Altima comes with a brand new user interface that allows the driver to do many interesting things. For example, this car comes with satellite radio, but oftentimes I prefer to listen to my own music. I have my own iPod here, and if I plug it into the USB port to get a charge, the audio system already knows what I've done, and it allows me to access my own playlists and music directly through this main display screen. That's very neat. I also like the new Altima's gauge cluster. For example, when you start the car, you're readily welcomed by a warm, radiant glow. Look at that. That's very good. There's also quite a bit of real-time information that the driver can access quite easily. Information about average speeds and driving distances, your audio settings, each individual tire pressure, fuel consumption, outstanding service warnings, and many other small customizable features about your car, such as how the lights turn on when you're in the car, how the wipers work, how your keys interact with the vehicle. It's all quite neat. And if you're savvy to things like Bluetooth, you can link your phone to the car's computer and make phone calls just by pushing this one button without ever taking your hands off the wheel. It's all very thorough. I've never really liked continuously variable transmissions. I'm a bit of a purist. I like to tell the car when to change gear. And like any car with a CVT, this car has what is essentially just one gear. It's a bit like driving a snowmobile or a go-kart. The transmission will actively adjust to accommodate whatever speed you're driving. And the result is a very, very smooth ride. And when paired up with the redesigned and quite comfortable suspension system, the CVT does make a lot of sense. Nissan claims that having a CVT will improve your fuel economy by about 10%, and that makes a lot of sense too. Here I am driving along at about 44 miles an hour, and I'm feeling a bit restless. If I decide to give the engine a bit more power by switching into sport mode like so, I can hear and see that the engine is producing a higher RPM, but I haven't felt anything other than a very smooth ride. There's no abrupt downshift into sport mode like on a regular automatic transmission. And if I decide to give the engine even a bit more power, by locking out the overdrive with the button on the side of the shifter like this. It's the same story. I can hear that the engine is raring to go, but I haven't felt anything other than a very comfortable ride. It's smooth and seamless. That is actually quite fun. There's no denying that there's some pretty tough competition in the family four-door category. In the past, the Toyota Camry has been the benchmark for affordable, reliable transportation. But when compared to this car, it all seems to fall apart. This new Altima, it's more modern, it's more comfortable, it's more streamlined. It weighs less, it's more aerodynamic, it makes more power, it makes better mileage. It also has a lower starting price. The choice seems pretty obvious. What we have here is progression. Nissan has clearly created a formula to rival the best, maybe even surpass it. But for now, take comfort in the fact that there is a new best option. The all-new, redesigned 2013 Nissan Altima.